each week, we struggle to recall our adventures in and around Las Vegas, giving a unique perspective on the best places to tear it up in the entertainment capital of the world. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Alicia and David Ivy.
Hey there, and welcome to Pub Crawl, the best source of Vegas-y drinking goodness. I'm Alicia.
I'm David, and I'm driving a little wussy car.
You are. It's a sad day for you. He sold his big, sexy truck.
You're not helping. I had a big old Dodge Ram.
That's right.
And now I got a little Chevy Sonic.
No.
It's an, as the people at work call it, an egg. We have a new gag at the pizza joint about all of us big guys having little cars. We're going to have sort of gang with the big guy little cars. One of the guys got a Fiat 500. Mine's a little bigger than the Fiat, but not much. But I needed better gas mileage.
It's going to help.
I could park my new car in the bed of my last car. And man, there's nothing like me stepping out of that when I pull up and I get out. It's like, oh, wah, wah.
But all that money we're saving in gas, more drinking money, right?
That's true,
there we go.
I guess so. Well, thank you.
No, thank you. Welcome, live studio audience.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you for showing up.
Thank you for showing up, and welcome to the live chat room.
Yeah. I was in the chat room the other day, yesterday, for living in Las Vegas.
Oh.
I like being just spouting things off.
Just causing trouble in the chat room?
Yeah.
He was writing things like, Scott sucks.
Yeah. How are you watching this stuff?
What a douche.
So,
Jerk.
before we do anything, let's get right to I got just some lovelies right here that I'm fondling.
Look at this. Agave nectar. Oh.
So let's
do it.
Let's do a cocktail of the week.
Cocktail of the week.
Multiple reasons we're going to do what we're going to do. First off, it just was Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yes. And secondly, it will come up later in the story, is why we're drinking Davalos.
That's right.
Our favorite tequila. There's a reason for that. So let's do it. Oh, and then there's a third thing. We're actually, ladies and gentlemen, having a skinny margarita.
Yes.
And none of that mixed crap that you buy. No, we're making a skinny margarita.
Yeah, not a pre-made mix.
Nope. This is how you make a skinny margarita, or at least we'll find out if it's good or not. So what am I doing?
In the skinny, how many calories are in this? Do we know?
Less than 140.
140, which isn't bad.
No.
Okay. Alrighty. Well,
Ice.
so in each one, yes, ice. You need 2 ounces of tequila.
Oh wait, but there's going to be ice in the glass too, because these are rocks, not blended.
Ah, yes.
Well, this is going to come up because we had quite a few margaritas in the last week. Like quite a few. Okay. So, I'm dropping ice. So we're going to do 2 ounces of tequila.
2 ounces of four total.
Of what kind of tequila are we drinking?
We are doing Davalos Blanco.
Yes, we are. It's we are supposed to use a white tequila for margaritas. Don't even need to bother with the reposados or the anejos. 2 ounces, you said?
For each.
There's one. Down. 2. Well, you can't have too much tequila in a margarita, and we've learned that from Jimmy Buffett's taught us that lesson. Actually, in a couple places we're going to talk about later in the show.
All of the stations, casinos.
Oh.
With those dollar margaritas.
They should be ashamed of themselves. They literally should be ashamed.
They're always so bad because it's just like a ton of mixer and like a little tiny splash of tequila, and you try to save it by ordering like 2 shots of tequila to put in there, and it still tastes like.
They're doing their dollar margaritas.
Yeah, it's still not good.
Those are not worth it.
Not good.
Okay.
Okay, and then it's going to be 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice for each.
This is not fresh.
Well, it's fresh-ish.
Okay.
You got that?
I guess.
And then 1 teaspoon of agave nectar for each, so 2.
Whoa, that's some.
And
thick.
that's really, really good.
What makes that skinny versus a regular margarita?
There's no sweet and sour in it. There's no. Actually, we've done nothing sugary at all. No. The only thing we put in there was some of the lime juice.
Yeah, and I'm not really sure how many calories is in the agave. Probably
it's
not.
It's really thick. Oh, but it's just cactus juice. By the way, this is less than 140 because the recipe I had also had equal parts, or it had orange juice as well. But I didn't.
Okay.
I was like, I don't want orange juice in my margarita. So you could actually go half lime, half orange. So that probably would be pretty good.
The live chat thinks agave has a lot of sugar in it.
It might. But it's only a
wonder.
teaspoon each, right?
Yeah, a teaspoon. That's barely anything.
Teaspoon each cocktail, so that's really not much.
Actually, okay,
Oh
so
yeah, we could scan it.
this 1 tablespoon of agave nectar has 60 calories. So we're only doing a teaspoon.
Oh. Oh, you said tablespoon.
And
didn't you?
sugar, okay, 16 grams of sugar per serving. So it does have some.
Oh. 60 though, that's not much.
Oh, 16.
16?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, geez, that's like not even worth mentioning. So if this is good, this should be our drink.
And so if you wanted to, you could, rim it with salt and have a little garnish of lime.
Yeah, that's really good. It's not very sweet, but I like it.
No, it's really good.
And if you use real lime juice, it'd probably be really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you ever tried this by itself?
no, it's really thick.
It's a natural sweetener.
Well, there you go. Anyways.
Well, I have a drunk term.
Oh, go ahead.
And this week's drunk term is a wetto, which sounds kind of weird. A wetto, which is actually a combination of a wet and a ghetto. So this is a neighborhood that's largely populated by heavy drinkers, usually found near a college campus and a warehouse district.
Oh,
Kind of
okay.
place.
So like East Fremont would be a wetto.
A wetto, yeah.
Or, as we were talking earlier, the Gaslight District of San Diego.
Yes.
It's a wetto.
You could probably find one in your hometown.
Maybe.
They're
If
all
you're
over
luck-
the place.
If you're lucky.
In the wetto.
Speaking of home cities, let's get to art. So let's take a quick
All
one
right.
and come back with our adventure.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Oh, I need to come up with something funny to say. 3, 2, 1. Wow. But the co-host. Really, I have to say watching. Well, I'm doing.
That's how you do it. You
Really?
watch. There
Okay.
you go.
I got. We?
We are the Odds Couple,
Hi, my name is Scott Pritchard.
and I am Anthony Padilla.
You're watching the Vegas Video Network.
You are.
You are. We are too.
So,
I'm all sticky now. I was tasting the agave nectar
oh,
by
I was gonna say,
itself.
like, bet you were,
It's quite delicious.
thought you were thinking about my little car. But that wouldn't be the case, would it?
Nah.
So, it was Cinco de Mayo, and oh, what a day-o it was-o for us. It was, we did a few things over the last 2 weeks, but Cinco de Mayo happened to be one of these things. So we kind of had a general theme here. I was going to ask you to bring sombreros.
Oh, damn it. Oh, well. Oh, well.
So we started our whole adventure at probably Tres de Mayo, or whenever, at the Hooters pool. Hooters pool, as you know, we have a love-hate thing with Hooters. Hooters is the most boring hotel casino probably in the world, but the pool is really cool. All the beers are $4, and I think that's everywhere in Hooters. And that means a Guinness is $4, a Bud Light's $4, everything is $4, which is pretty awesome. Margaritas, which are not bad, are $3.
I thought, when I ordered one, I thought it was going to be like the,
The wildfire stations.
yeah, the wildfire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah,
Wildfire.
just to reiterate, we don't mean to harp on them too much, but stations, casinos, all of them, and the wildfires, everything they own has a deal. Big signs where dollar margaritas, dollar margaritas. They're the worst margarita. They come out of the machine, so you know they're bad. They have the consistency of semen. They are warm and thick, and there's no tequila.
We've always called it that.
I know.
Yeah. It's like those pina colada machines, too. It's like kind
Terrible.
of thick and a little stretchy and not.
Does the world know my story with pina coladas?
I don't know if the world knows your
I've
story.
never had a pina colada, and usually they come out of those machines, a daiquiri bar or whatever. We were at the sports bar at Mirage, maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and a friend of ours, who was a female, ordered a pina colada. I've never even seen a real pina colada. I mean, really, it came in the hurricane glass, really frothy, big straws, and I thought,
We're like, hee.
I know.
You ordered a pina colada.
I know, and then, so we're drinking, and because I'm drinking a manly drink like a rum and Diet Coke, not a
Diet Coke.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, what am I? I don't know what I'm picking my battles. Anyway, it was, and I tried hers. Like, oh, can I try it? I've never had this. Greatest thing I've ever tasted in my life. It literally was amazing. Not amazing enough for me to get one, but amazing.
But to drink hers.
Oh my God, it was so good. I'm gonna get another one. and just put it on the table and let me drink it because that is so good.
Can I have your umbrella? Stick it in your hair.
Yeah.
Girl, drink drunk.
But it was so good. Anyway, that Stations does the frozen machine ones, and, and they're just really
You can't salvage those.
No. Now, I'm sure you can go to the bar and order a real one. I would. Pay the extra couple bucks. So we thought $3 margarita, Hooters pool, it's gonna be one of those. Because they do have those machines out at the pool. They have a rum punch and a nippers and like a couple things. I'm going to talk about this in a minute.
A nippers?
And it's back there somewhere.
A nippers?
Yes. Hooters is famous for it, or they used to have it. I'm going to get into that in a second. So we thought,
You're going to have to explain that one to me.
And you got the margarita, and I got a beer, and your margarita was good.
Yeah, it actually had it had a punch to it. It was good.
So really impressed with that. Real quick, a nippers. The girl that works at work used to work at Hooters. Told me about it. I still haven't tried it. It's one of their punch things, and it's orange juice and like a million rums, and it's supposed to be just amazing. It's called a nippers. I think it's called a nippers. It had
nippers?
It had nip in the name. Yeah.
Okay.
Look into it. Someone look into it and get back to me on that, because that's what I was told. So.
Is it good?
Apparently it's great. Apparently so is the rum punch and all that stuff they have. It's supposed to be really strong.
Oh, well, okay. To go back and try.
So anyway, this is not the first trip to Hooters Pool, but I really like it. I gotta say, it's open to the public. Anybody can go. You just can't bring in glassware from anywhere else. They have the porch bar, Porch Dogs, which is actually a cool name for it, which is the outside of the Hooters casino, the Hooters restaurant in the back, and they've got all kinds of deals and cheeseburgers and all that. There's a tattoo shop back there. There's a spa back. There's a bunch of stuff. We saw real boobies flopping around.
Oh yeah, we saw.
Not Hooters boobies, like just some girl in the pool, boobies flying around.
I think that we saw something illegal going on.
Maybe. Well, if you called sex in the pool illegal, then
I think
yes.
it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
It's good. It was a cool pool. I'm in, 100%.
It's a very small pool, but
there's two of them. They're waterfall. So
Nice.
we hung out there for a little while, and then decided, well, let's go to a different pool. So let's walk over to the Tropicana pool, also open to the public. Not nearly as fun, but if we were going to go swimming, that's the reason where we go. So we walked across the parking lot to the Trop pool. Weren't allowed in because we stopped and got some beers. Because we're never going to drink at Tropicana again. Because they are the most overpriced cocktails in the world.
Okay, but we ran into that inside of Tropicana,
Right.
and what happened was we wanted just like a cheaper drink, so just like a bourbon and Diet Coke or something
Right.
and they're like, oh, we don't have well drinks here.
Yeah, then they proceeded to charge us $9 for a gym and diet.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy, and this is not a high-end place.
It's the Tropicana.
Yeah,
come on,
it's a
guys,
Trop.
it's a Trop.
So but I wonder if they're charging the same prices out at the pool. That's usually a little bit cheaper.
The pool is usually a little more. Usually, at most places, yeah.
I guess it would be cheaper than $9. I don't know.
I don't know. We didn't go into the pool because we stopped and got big old beers because we did our trick. When the drinks are too expensive there, go to the little sundry store, get some big 24-ounce Coors Lights, and walk around with those.
Yeah, pay $4 for those and
Yeah,
walk
exactly.
around.
But we were there a couple weeks ago, and yeah, I'm sorry, I would like to support the Tropicana. I like the little independent places, but if you're going to charge $9 for the little short, squatty rocks glass for rum and bourbon and diet, no, I'm not.
It's probably because it's not their pool, right? It's the Baguette or whatever, Baguette.
No, that's a different side.
Oh.
The Trop pool is a Trop pool.
Oh, okay.
Then there's the day club Bagatelle. Bagatelle.
Which used to be Nikki Beach.
Yeah, but we were all there. But that's locked
right.
away
Okay.
over on the side.
I'm with you.
There is a pool bar, which I think is expensive. I think the beers are $6, $8 for a Coors Light. But you're in the pool, it's fine. I don't mind paying that at the pool. But at the crappy casino bar, come on, man, $9. So we're like, so we won't drink there anymore. Anyway, we weren't allowed in. Well, we didn't. They did not like to kick us out, but it said no outside food or drinks. So.
Yeah, we were trying to sneak in, but then the guy kept blocking us.
Well, we just decided not to
guys,
push
so we're
you.
like, eh.
So you know what? We just
Go
sat on the
somewhere else.
grass and had our beer, and it was great. We watched the ducks, and
No, we just
Watch the
laid
waterfall.
on the lawn for a while. It was nice.
it was actually a nice thing to do. So then we started to get hungry, so it's like, let's go over to. We wanted Mexican food because it's De Mayo's at some point. So we walked over the Crazy Person Bridge, not the Crazy Person Bridge, which actually 500 was talking about last week. Someone called in about the bridge between Cosmo and.
Did they talk about the stuffed cat?
No, but they talked about all the weirdos on that bridge, and
not
it's like,
stuffed cat.
I want credit for coming up with. We should get credit for coming up with for Crazy Person Bridge because we called that out months ago that place is scary. We were on a different scary, creepy bridge, which is the one between Hooters or Tropicana and
New York,
Excalibur.
New York.
Those are all pretty creepy,
Yeah.
but the Cosmo one's the worst by far. But these are pretty bad. So then we go into Excalibur, which we like. Not a lot to do there. Dick's is okay, I guess, if you want to buy Chickie for $22. They can't call it chicken there. They call it Chickie, which is cute, I guess. There's still that the Leonard Skinner's is closed. There's not a lot to do there. So it's like up and over and then into Luxor. We were going to try tacos and tequila again, but we just can't get our heads around it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I like the company that owns that place. They owned Isla. But he sold it. Now it's Seafood Shack at TI. And I like it then. I like it now. I like the company. I think it's probably a good restaurant. We talked about it on the show before. It's got the deadest vibe for a Mexican restaurant I've ever been in. There's no party going. And their ads are like, I'm going to drink what the donkey's drinking. And it's got all that kind of advertising, which I think is good advertising.
It's false advertising. Though.
But you're sitting in and I think you called it. I go, why does this place suck? It's quiet. It's weird. You're in the pyramid. So first off, you're in a big tomb. Yeah. Then you're next to Bodies and Titanic. And you called that out. I thought it was pretty smart. It's like, that's why it sucks in here. It's a pretty heavy vibe right here. It's a Titanic exhibit and Bodies, and we're at like the Cantina, bar. Woohoo! Not fun at all.
And you know what? I bet most of those people had just gotten out of that exhibit, or they're staying.
So they're all just like.
So they're probably just like crying and like,
Yeah. It's like, I just saw Saving Private Ryan. Let's go to the Cantina.
Let's go celebrate. Let's go drink with the donkeys.
I just saw The Accused with Jodie Foster. Let's go to the titty bar. It's like, that's not going to work. So we decided we were going to try it. And we got up there, and you could just sense the vibe.
Yeah, we walked up, we looked at it again, and we always do that. We just walk up and look at it, and we're like, nope. Keep on walking. So we kept walking.
We went to one of our favorite places, Who Songs. Not the cheapest place. Who Songs is in the mall between Mandalay Bay. It's in the Mandalay Place. Love Who Songs. Little pricey again, but you know what? It's good. And it's fun. They didn't have the greatest rock band of all time, which is the mariachi band that plays rock tunes. But it was really good. They had the deal going with the traditional margaritas. That's where we get into the traditional margarita. Tequila, triple sec, lime juice. That's it.
Done.
No mix, none of that sweet and sour, none of that stuff. It's just, they do a sweet and sour, but they just make it themselves. It's lime juice.
It's
basically.
mostly tequila.
Yeah. It's really good.
It's the way it should be.
2 for $1 during happy hour. We got the ghost chili salsa again, which we always get, which we're actually kind of down in like that. We actually did a pretty good number on it.
And I don't know. And we asked, it didn't seem as hot this time, but they said it varies from batch to batch.
Which I understand.
Yeah, but.
Then you ordered a very eclectic order, and I'm so glad you did, of seafood enchiladas that were unbelievable.
They were so good. So good.
I want them now. I want them every day. But they had cream on them, and it was like, those were not.
It was a good sauce.
They were not in the 100-calorie mark, but
no.
They were amazing. Probably one of the better things, the best thing we've ever had there, for sure. And so we had quite a good experience. So Who Songs, awesome as always. Oh yeah, so the happy hour is 2 for $1 margaritas. Monday. See, I hate these. This is what I call
false information.
No.
What day did we go?
I don't know.
Is this right?
Oh, you're right. Because how could that be? Because it says their happy hour is Monday through Thursday, 4 to 6.
Yeah, they may have multiple happy hours, but.
Or maybe they went 7 days because the economy.
Yeah, they could have.
Because first off, I don't think it's very cool to have a 2-hour happy hour. Have a 4-hour happy. Go do the, put a couple hours on that thing. They also have a skinny margarita, which kind of inspired my thing, if you could see it. Don Julio Reposado, 100% Bolivia agave tequila, aloe juice, that's kind of interesting, right?
Yeah.
Triple sec agave nectar and fresh squeezed lime. So theirs is 140 calorie. That's where I got it.
So what is this?
This has got to be like 14
like
calories.
10 calories?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
So they have one too. I think that's pretty cool. Cool with us. So then Cinco de Mayo rolls around, as if we hadn't had enough chips and salsa. We go, what are we going to do? We go to our spot we go to for holidays. El Segundo Sol, which is in the Fashion Show Mall. So here we go again, El Segundo Sol. We did it on New Year's. We did it all. It's just, we love it. We know the manager. It's just great. And anyway, so we're sitting at the bar, a couple margaritas in, Got the chips and salsa, got the chewy salsa, which was extra good this time. You got to order that super secret salsa that you order when you go to El Segundo Sol. Say, I want the chewy salsa. Not chewy like it's chewy, chewy.
Like a person. Hey, Chewy.
Right, chewy. That's a Mexican name for some, what's it short for? Charles?
Chewbacca?
Oh, stop.
I don't know. Chewy. I don't know.
I think it's Charles, maybe? I don't know. What's chewy?
I don't know.
Anyway, this guy Chewy made it, and it's great. So we're sitting there, and we got our salsa. We sat there for a couple hours, and who shows up? Old little guy who makes this tequila. Jose shows up. He's in the back. He's like, guys, what's going on? We're like, hey. He's like, come on the back. I got appetizers and tequila. So then things took a turn for the
better.
For the better, because then it was more shots and more shots and more shots. We're back there with Fernando, who we learned works over in New York, and we partied like it was 5th of May, whatever, 5th of May.
5th of May.
It was. We did a proper Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, we had a
I
good
would
time.
love to tell you about what happened, but I have no idea, because I was a point where I'm like, he's Jose Davalos, makes tequila. He's like, oh, they have our bottles, more bottles, more. So we're buying shots for everybody at the bar, and everybody's drinking it. It was I was drinking what the doggy was drinking. I think at that point.
That was a good time. It was fun.
It was absolutely a great time. We did on Cinco de Mayo what we normally do on St. Patrick's Day.
But this was on a Sunday.
Oh yeah, but it was great. We had a great time, wonderful time, and I don't know if there's anything else significant about Cinco de Mayo, but it was a blast.
It was fun.
Yeah. So then, as if that's not enough, so then last Saturday, just on a whim, I wanted to talk about this place. Oh, before that, we did our burger challenge last week. And remember we went to.
Yes.
Let's talk about that, because we went to Burger Bistro at the LVH. And I know LVH is not what you'd consider a high-end kind of place anymore, but that Burger Bistro in there is killer.
And we had that lamb burger, and we were raving about it. And then we got an
raved
email.
about it, and we got an email or text, or someone on Facebook or something on our Facebook page said, I love the lamb burger at Burger Brasserie between Bally's and Paris. I think it's more Paris than Bally's, but whatever. It's in between the two. So we went there because we were walking through doing something.
And we've never stopped in there before, and they've always got a great happy hour, but it's always packed. So.
And I will say their happy hour is good. I mean, the drinks were good.
The service was great.
Amazing, funny, great guys. We got the lamb burger, and I thought it was a third as good as the one at the LVH. If that, even that close. The one at the LVH whooped its ass. The LVH one was 3 times better. I think, in my personal opinion.
Well, if you're gauging lamb burgers, this one didn't have as much of a lamb flavor.
Didn't have the one at the LVH had the mint jelly, which was killer. The fries at the one at LVH were like the truffle fries.
Well, we also ordered the truffle fries, too.
Well, this one came with fries, but they were fine. But now the vibe at Burger Brasserie was way better. More fun, people jumping around. It was a big party, where at LVH, we were one of 3 couples in the whole restaurant.
Yeah.
So it wasn't very.
And that place is not going to be there very long.
No, but if you're going there purely for food, just to actually taste good food, LVH kicked its butt, I think. It's in the lamb burger battle.
Now, real burgers. Now we got to go back and do like the real beef. Battle's still on.
I know, the battle's still on. But for lamb burgers, you're better at the LVH. So, but Burger Brasserie, the 2-for-1 drinks during Brasserie daily double happy hour, 4 to 7 and 9 to close. That's what I call a happy hour.
9 to close. I wonder what time they close.
Probably midnight, 2 o'clock. No. That's not bad. We should go there right now.
2-for-1 drinks.
Let's go.
See what's going on.
Let's finish the show. Then let's go there. No, the happy hour was great. It was fun. Everything was. I really liked it. But and the burger was good. I just think the one over at LVH was better.
It had more flavor.
Yeah, and that mint jelly was to die for.
Ooh.
So anyway, we did want to talk about one other place. So we went to on a whim. Now, I don't know how. Am I losing my cool points? I never even heard of this place. Never even heard of this. We played a show on Saturday night, and out at Vamped, which is now very popular because of Counting Cards on History Channel. The guy that owns it owns Vamped. So we played a show, And some friends of ours showed up and said, oh, let's go to Lady Sylvia Lounge. I'm like, oh, what's that? I'd never even heard of this.
I hadn't either.
And now we have not discussed this. What do you think of Lady Sylvia Lounge, Alicia?
I thought it was very interesting. I thought it would be a lot more packed than what it was.
On a Saturday night at midnight.
For being, well, because it was a hip spot. It's downtown, but it's not like anywhere walking distance. It's got great parking.
Yeah,
it's like right across the street. It's a speakeasy. You just kind of walk right across the street. They've got
no sign.
bouncers.
They call it a speakeasy.
Yeah,
No
it's
sign.
a speakeasy. No sign. So you walk in. The whole thing is decorated like what they call it
It's in here. If I read the description, if you will, with your massive reading skills.
Okay, I'll read the description from the website.
Yeah. This is
a place that is uniquely built to give satisfaction to people from all walks of life. Lady Sylvia provides a charismatic old-world charm and fascination to the public. Inspired by Prague's Stratov Monastery Library, this new lounge flaunts dazzling furniture situated on its black and white checkerboard floor, invoking an English-style library and cocktail bar ambiance. That is it.
Yeah.
But we walked in and there was maybe 5 people.
I know. And there was 3 gaming machines, which is kind of
And
weird for downtown.
What time did we get there?
But it had to be 11. Well, it had to be midnight. We played at 10:30.
Yeah, and we split as soon as we could.
Yeah.
But it was midnight.
I know. There were a couple guys outside. It was a cute girl working the bar. The drinks were really good.
They were really good. I mean, they weren't cheap. They were cocktail price.
It was gorgeous. If you were going to do a photo shoot for your band, go there.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Really cool.
It looks like I guess it looks like this.
Service?
That was the service.
Service was great. I mean,
great.
it was just one bartender. Mm-hmm. Actually, there were 2 bartenders, but our girl was really attentive.
Really good.
Fine.
I guess it caters. It's at the bottom floor of that hotel, whatever that hotel is. It's right there It's right on Fremont and Charleston. But it's a great Mexican restaurant right there, Don Maria's. Not Donnie and Maria's, but Don Maria's.
Donna Maria's.
Donna Maria's, whatever. It's right there on the corner. It's right next. It's right behind it. This big new high-rise Zappos infested condos. And it's the bottom floor, and there's no sign or anything. Even though there's a sign outside that says Lady Sylvia parking right there, and you just walk in. Really cool. You felt like a hipster being in there, but I wouldn't call it necessarily fun. I mean, we were there for good maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Then we went to Artisan and stayed there till the damn sun came up. Every time we go there, the sun comes up.
I forgot we went there afterwards, but now I remember.
You don't remember that?
No, I forgot until right now.
Oh man! and Scott will attest. Anytime we go to, we all went to.
We all start dancing.
They start dancing, and all of a sudden the sun comes up.
Yeah.
So we had more fun over at the Artisan, but we did stop in there, and I thought it was cool.
I thought it was really cool. I mean, I was looking at the website, kind of wondering what do they do there. I think they've got art.
They have a jazz night on Fridays, like First Friday.
They do, I think, fashion show things, or they used to. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
But they've got events. It's a cool spot.
So yeah, this is just our random adventure.
A random check this place out. It's
so it's and I like I said, I don't know if I'd ever go back. I mean, if we find ourselves right there, I don't know, probably not. I mean, I don't know what the point would be.
The Lady Sylvia.
And I would do an event there. That'd be a great place to hold an event.
Yeah,
you're doing
it's on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Hoover.
Right. Which Hoover's one street north of Charleston, so it's right there. I mean, it's like.
Yeah, well, I asked the bartender how business was, because it seemed pretty dead, and she said, well, actually they're doing pretty well.
Yeah. It's been there for 2 years,
yeah.
and I never heard of it. So that shows what I know.
Oh, it's heavily used by the people who live in that
I
building.
bet. No, that would be. I mean, if that was my downstairs bar, oh my God, that would be amazing. So I mean, it was cool, and it wasn't that expensive, but yeah, I was just like, well, whatever.
Oh.
But anyway, that was our random adventure for the De Mayo that we had.
The De Mayo.
I know. But we have 2 really good emails, so I want to get to those really quick.
All right.
Let's take a quick one and come back with the Hey Bartender.
Traditional media believes that after about 3 minutes, you'll tune out. Most Vegas media companies think if it doesn't jiggle, you won't tune in. At the Vegas Video Network, we think both are wrong. The Vegas Video Network is the first and only live online broadcast network that specializes in insider news and expert views about Vegas. We combine great storytelling with the ability to watch when and where you want on your computer, mobile device, or television. Discover the real Las Vegas. Visit VegasVideoNetwork.com.
You know, we haven't.
Hey,
and we're back. You know what? We haven't. Someone asked in chat about Gordon Ramsay burger. You know what? There's not many burgers we haven't tried. That's one of the few we haven't. I didn't like KGB all that much. I like strip burger a lot.
Strip burger's good.
We had a burger at Dispensary, which I think is the best in town. And on Saturday nights you can catch Michelle Williams singing.
Yeah.
You didn't like it, but I like it. I think it's the best in town.
I thought it was good. Just this last time I didn't really like it that much.
What's fun?
The last time I went, I didn't like it very much. But,
Anyway, so no, there's no shortage of burgers in this town.
But we have not tried Gordon Ramsay's burger. Although when we went to Gordon Ramsay's pub, there was a guy sitting next to us who ordered a burger, and he was just like oohing and awing over it. He's like, "Oh, this is the best thing I've ever had."
And that was the burger at the pub.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I got a girl at work that said they went to the pub and hated it.
Really?
Said the fish and chips was awful.
So did they have a burger?
No, but maybe that's why they didn't like it so much.
No. Well, okay.
But that's just hearsay. What do I know?
Yeah.
So
You gotta try it yourself.
We've been to Gordon Ramsay Steak because we only go to the high-end stuff, and that was good.
That was delicious. Okay, so we've got 2 emails. The first one is from Dylan and Amanda. We're from Ireland. Awesome. We're big fans of your show and always tune in over here in Ireland. We've been to Vegas twice and have used all your great tips and advice. Ellis Island and Stage Door. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Nothing but the high-end
That's
stuff.
right. Only the finest. Just wondering if you would know somewhere on the Strip where you can sit outside and drink beer and people watch. A kind of beer garden vibe, if you know what I mean. We can only get over in November and December time, so all the pool bars are closed. Boo. Thanks for any advice.
I probably should have read that email before the show started.
Yeah.
But you know what? Just on a whim.
I've got one.
All right.
Paris upstairs.
I don't know the actual Chateau Beer Garden.
Chateau Beer
We
Garden.
don't know if that's open. We haven't been there yet this year.
I know.
It's the top floor of Sugar Factory at Paris.
Oh, and you know what? And I wonder if they're open in November,
That's
December.
what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
November, December. See, I would say, because we, like right now, where it's like almost 100 degrees, we love going outside, and we will sit outside at any time possible.
Oh, we'll just sit there and sweat.
Right. So we will do things. Diablo's. It's got a nice kind of outdoor-ish
Yeah, and
thing.
it's a beer garden if you like to drink Tecate.
Well, that's fine. I would say Monte Carlo, the back of Monte Carlo, but that's a pool bar, but it's not really. You could sit outside there. But sitting outside in November, December is rough. Now, maybe in Ireland it's not, but here when it's...
And also, November, December, you can sit outside, but there's nobody in the pool. Of
Right.
course, the same thing, same problem.
Yeah, that's the problem, is the time of year you're going. That's rough.
What about...
Now, the new park
what
on
about
Fremont,
PBR?
PBR's going to... But it's freezing out there in
Cabo
November.
Wabo. It's always going to be cold, but
Yeah.
Cabo Wabo's
Cabo Wabo.
Cabo Wabo's- okay.
But it's freezing. It's 40 degrees. So the park on Fremont would be killer.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
Park
new
on
place.
Fremont, even like Mickey Finn's.
On
could sit-
Fremont.
yeah, I would say you're better off going down to Fremont.
Almost. But
That's definitely some people watching.
yeah.
Did they say beer garden?
Yeah.
Beer garden,
Well,
yeah.
Hoffenpfeffer or whatever that
Hofbräuhaus.
beer place is.
Hofbräuhaus?
Yeah.
But you can't really see anything from there.
Yeah, if you want to drink lots of beer, go to Hofbräuhaus.
Yeah.
$80 a
That's a lot of money. too.
minimum
Yeah.
per person.
That's another one. See, I think I'm getting old because I'm getting that's too much money. You know, it's like. I'm getting to the point where it's like I don't know how they sleep at night charging that kind of money for play. You know, because when you can go a block away and it's a third of the price.
You can go to the Buffalo.
Oh well, without even getting crazy. Last night, I hate to admit what we do on a Tuesday. Last night we go to PT's, get 2 rum and cokes, and it's $18 or whatever it was. Then we go 2 doors down to Village Pub, and it was. Like $4.
$6, yeah, it's cheap.
It's I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna stop patronizing these places. So anyway, we have another email that I just can't wrap my head around. This one I
Yeah,
have.
this one was interesting, and we don't know how to really even, I don't know.
If I didn't know this guy personally, I wouldn't believe it.
I'll read it. I have a theory myself, but I'm not a lawyer, so if there's any lawyers in the chat room, you guys got to chime in.
Right.
Okay, this is from our friend John. Last summer, I was entertaining a special female friend from Tokyo here in Las Vegas.
Now he's just bragging. I mean, get to the point.
She had heard so much about Hooters and wanted to experience the famous cleavage in outfits firsthand. When we arrived, we were assigned a waitress that was not wearing the famous Hooters uniform, but was wearing a hijab, which is a traditional Muslim headdress that covered her neck, head, and Hooters and chest. This really put a damper on the experience, as my guest really wanted to see some attractive women in cute outfits. We didn't mind her expressing her religious views, but you shouldn't apply for a job that by its nature goes against your beliefs. I was hoping that the food would make up for that uncomfortable setting, but sadly it didn't. The wings were average and the bill was quite high. I wasn't sure what I was paying extra for. I certainly wasn't for the service. I haven't been back since.
I am shocked by this because, the new girl that works at our work at Underworld, at Wicked Pizza, used to work at Hooters for years. She's from Texas. She worked at the world's biggest Hooters, and
Who
that's
is
how
this?
Melissa at
Okay.
work. She used to work at Hooters for years. I told her this story. She goes, "That's impossible. They do the hiring models." In fact,
I have a theory then.
They
Keep
do a
going.
uniform check every morning where you have to have the shorts. They do a uniform check.
I have two theories.
Okay.
Okay. Theory number one, she was hired first doing that,
Right.
and then she had a religious experience or whatever, and she switched. She switched her views, and they couldn't fire her because of religious reasons.
Or they just didn't want to. I'm with you. I don't think they wanted. But Hooters is famous for taking crap on like that.
Maybe. Or maybe she got fired that day. I don't know. Theory number two, undercover boss.
Hooters is run by an Arab woman.
Yeah, that's. She already had Hooters on undercover boss.
Yeah,
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, well then, never mind.
But I see. My first theory was Hooters doesn't want to take this on. They'll take on because the Hooters actually went to bat because a guy wanted to work there, and he didn't really, but he was going to sue them because they were going to discriminate.
It's like, yeah.
But so they got around that guy by going, "Okay, you're hired. There's a uniform."
And I'm sure a guy would put it on. You just put the little thing in, like,
Yeah,
squeeze.
but you can't have your nuts hanging out of them. So
You can't?
No. So, but our friend said that they do a uniform check. You're hired as a model. In fact, they do the same thing. When you gain 3 or 4 pounds, you got a week to get that off, or you're
Really?
gone. Yeah. So she goes, I don't know how that's even possible. So if anybody's got a theory on how that happened, I want to go.
He almost should have complained.
I would have.
Yeah.
I would have. Like,
I
we
would've
came in
too.
here for a reason, and
would've.
that is, I'm sorry, sister,
Yep.
but you shouldn't be working here. Sorry. I'm sorry. That's unacceptable to me. I was waiting to see it. Like,
It's just not cool
right.
on
Yeah.
the woman's part. I mean,
Because she's dampering every person she serves is
Right.
going, damn it, that's not the one I wanted.
That's not cool.
It's kind of like if they had to hire old fat ladies or something.
Right.
They had to by law. Would you really want to be the one old fat lady that worked there, or the dude that worked there? You're like, I know this isn't what you wanted, but I'm your server for
But
the
you,
evening.
but you know what? You kind of see that downtown with some of the cocktail
It's union,
waitresses,
though.
or I guess you're right, or even the table ladies.
Yeah.
Where
That's union.
But it's union, but I mean, some of the people, and maybe it's a different point.
Right.
It's a completely different point. But they wear the same uniforms, the same little tiny uniforms, and some of these older ladies, they gain weight, and they will still strap this shit on.
They have to. Look
And
at Caesar's
they'll be
Palace.
bulging out of the side, and it's like, did you look in a mirror before you left your house?
Right.
And they don't even care. They're like,
That's
Amy.
the uniform. Yeah. Well, that Caesar's
they're
Palace.
wearing the
All
uniform.
the cocktail waitresses
Playing
at
by
Caesar's
the
Palace.
rules.
There is not a cocktail waitress at Caesar's Palace under 60, and they're still wearing them little Roman toga things if they're union. But then you go to the M. Well, those are obviously hired as models, and rightfully so. Those are we talked about that in the show. That's the hottest cocktail waitresses in town. Easy.
we haven't been there lately. I wonder if the
I know we're doing
I wonder
later
if
after
the quality
we go,
has
after
dropped.
we get enchiladas. So my only other suggestion was, MSNBC NBC did a wannabe sting operation with trying to invent news, as they do, where they sent Arabs to a NASCAR race in with the big headdresses and stuff, and then secretly filmed to watch all the rednecks get mad at them, but no one did. So that was a non-story. And everybody got mad because, so you're just trying to provoke, to make NASCAR fans look like stupid, dumb rednecks. So that's what I kind of thought. Like, was there a camera on? Was this a reality show? Like, this was some kind of show. Like, okay, what happens if we put, we're so intolerant of Arabs, so let's do a thing where we're gonna have a girl in a burqa serve your
At
your
Hooters.
thing.
I mean, it almost sounds like
That's what it's
ridiculous.
like
It
a
sounds
reality show.
It sounds crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I'm thinking it is. Like that, you were on camera, dude, but you guys didn't react, so you didn't make the show. That's what I'm thinking. Because if I'd have been there and been like, I want to see your titties, then I would have been on the show. You know?
Where them titties at?
Where them titties? I mean, what titties with my wings? So I don't know. So, but I am shocked. I want to know if she's still working there because I want to go in there. There's no way she's still working there.
I don't know.
So anyway, that was the most
that
shocking
was
thing ever.
interesting.
I know. I couldn't believe that. So anyways.
Yes, thank you, John, Dylan, and Amanda for those
Yes.
emails. Awesome.
And also, thank you, live studio audience.
Thank you. Thank you, live chat room.
And if you'd like to get hold of us, as John just did, and Amanda, and he said Slan. Is that short for Slancha? Slancha?
It is.
Ah, well, look at that. We know some Irish, some Gaelic, some whatever it is. Pub crawl at VegasVideoNetwork.com. That's pub crawl at VegasVideoNetwork.com. If you could leave us a voicemail by going to our webpage, which is Vegas Video Network, and you hit the little button on the side, which I saw yesterday, but my connection wasn't good, and I don't have a mic on my computer, so I couldn't really do that. But you can do that. Also, the mighty KSHP AM on, we're doing the sports show is on there, and then there was The Odds Couple. I was checking that out
Monday through
yesterday.
Friday at 10 to 11.
Oh.
And Tuesdays and Thursdays we do the radio shopping show.
And then there was a girl named something Blow on there the other day.
Amanda Blow.
Yeah.
Amanda Blow.
Yep.
I was expecting her to be a little hotter than that, though.
Yeah.
I had to say when
She
I was.
thought she was hot.
Yeah, well, she was like, she works at Cinemax and like she's on the Skinemax shows and like, oh, we'll get a picture. And I'm like, oh, that's it. I was expecting.
Amanda
Maybe
Below.
she's better naked. I don't know.
Drinking vodka at 10 a.m.
Yeah, well, but Melissa's probably right. She
Think
might,
so.
Who knew? They might not have just got up. So also Roku, we rule the Roku, and Twitter. We're Trek Vegas, and the network is Vegas Video Network. I'm getting back into Twitter. I go off and on and off and on. Now I'm back into Twitter. Once you get into it, you know. iTunes, audio and video. YouTube, just video. I think that's about it. And by the way, did you hear the new thing? I'm just about to say, Pub Crawl urges you to drink responsibly. And they're about to lower the blood alcohol to 0.05 nationwide. instead of 0.08.
Nationwide.
Which basically,
When are they doing that?
just basically means you can't drink it all. Because 0.8, I think you can have a beer an hour or something like that. 0.5, don't even think about it. You don't even, just which you probably shouldn't anyway.
I don't think it'll pass.
It might not, but then again, it's really hard to fight that. Like, no, we shouldn't let that pass. Why? Because I like being 0.08. You know, it's like, it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? Like, how do you champion 0.08, you know? When I was growing up, it was 0.10.
Right.
And now it's 0.8, 0.5. 0.5 just basically says you can't at all.
Depends on how powerful the lobby is behind it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, so, we'll see. But, so, we do urge you to drink responsibly and don't get picked up by any cops, as my dad would say.
Buy a breathalyzer.
That's what we do. We carry one around. We check it. Ain't good. More burritos. Until it's good. And remember, we may leave stuff out. In fact, we just remembered that we went to Artisan, so there might be all kinds of stuff we left out. Because when you go to Artisan, you leave stuff out. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
But we don't make stuff up until week after next.
Cheers.
Cheers.